bright sunny morning when Miss Carter, the science teacher, stood before her class. On the black board, she had written in big letters, "Solar flares." "The sun," she explained.
It is just not a ball of fire. It is alive with energy. Sometime it bursts with powerful flares that shoot out into space.
The students listened carefully, but one girl, Emma, had 1,000 questions in her mind. What do solar flares really look like? How do they affect us? She wanted to ask, but her voice stayed quiet. At the end of the class, Miss Carter smiled and said,
"Go home, read the lesson carefully, and maybe you will discover the answers yourselves."
Emma ran home, opened her book called Stellar Stories, and began reading. Her eyes scanned the words. Solar flares disturb satellites, radio waves, and GPS signals. They even create beautiful auroras near Earth's poles. She read and read until her eyelids got heavy. Soon, she drifted into sleep and into a dream. Emma found herself standing inside a spaceship, floating close to the blazing sun, 93 million miles away from Earth. The sun was rumbling, groaning as if it were unwell.
"I feel strange,"
the sun murmured.
"My plasma is churning. My magnetic fields are twisting."
Suddenly, crack! A fiery burst shot out. Emma gasped, pressing her hands on the spacecraft window.
"A solar flare."
She whispered. The solar flare itself blinked in surprise.
"Hey, what am I?"
asked. With her little knowledge, Emma explained.
"You are a solar flare. You are born when the sun's magnetic energy suddenly explodes. You release light, heat, and charged particles into space."
The sun nodded.
"Go forward, young one. Learn more."
And so Emma, with a glowing solar flare floating beside her, drifted deeper into space.
As they traveled, the flare asked,
"But how exactly was I born?"
Emma thought hard and told.
Hydrogen atoms inside the sun collide and fuse into helium. That creates energy, and sometimes the magnetic fields twist and snap, throwing out a flare like you.
The solar flare sparkled with excitement.
"So I was born from the sun's own power? Fascinating."
Together they sailed towards the closest planet. The sun
Mercury
rumbled and cracked. A gigantic storm bruised outwards, a blazing cloud racing into space. The solar flare asked,
"Who is that?"
The cloud boomed.
"I am a coronal mass ejection. Unlike you, I carry billions of tons of plasma and magnetic fields. I can race across space at breathtaking speed, and when I strike a planet, I can change it forever."
The solar flare quivered.
"But why does everyone fear us?"
A quiet voice called from nearby.
Closest to the sun, Mercury appeared, gray, rocky, and scarred with craters.
"Come closer," Mercury said.
"I can answer. I am so small and so near the sun that I feel every storm. I have no thick atmosphere, no strong magnetic field to protect me. When solar flares and CMEs strike me, they strip my thin exosphere and leave marks on my surface."
Emma leaned closer to the pitted ground.
"So that's why you look full of scars."
Mercury sighed.
"Yes, space weather shapes me every day. I cannot escape the sun's breath."
Wrapped in golden clouds, Venus turned slowly.
"I too suffer,"
Venus said in muffled voice.
"My thick atmosphere hides me, but I have no strong magnetic field like Earth. When CMEs crash into me, they strip away parts of my upper atmosphere. Long ago, I may have had oceans, but these storms helped carry them away. Now I am hot, dry, and heavy with carbon dioxide."
Emma gasped.
"So space weather helped change you too?"
Venus sighed.
"Yes, little one. Where Earth grew life, I grew storms."
The solar flare whispered sadly.
"So I helped take your water?"
Venus nodded.
"Not you alone, but your family of storms did."
Until a glowing blue world appeared, the Earth. The flare asked.
Earth, what happens when I reach you? Do I hurt you like I hurt Mercury?
Earth's magnetic field shimmered like a glowing shield.
I protect my people.
The Earth said warmly.
Most of your energy is deflected, but not all.
Emma leaned forward.
So what slips through?
Earth smiled.
Some particles sneak in near my poles. They dance across my sky as auroras.
The flare flickered nervously.
So I'm not only danger.
Earth nodded.
You bring both storms and beauty.
Emma's eyes widened.
The northern lights. But if you protect us, then why do people still worry about solar storms?
Earth's voice grew serious. Because even with my shield, strong storms can disturb satellites, power grids, and technology. Tiny satellite drifted by blinking with light. The flare asked.
Little machine, do I bother you too?
The satellite beeped.
Yes, when you and CME strike, I can lose my signals. GPS, radio, and internet on Earth can stop working.
Emma frowned.
That means people can get lost, airplanes cannot navigate, and messages won't go through.
Exactly. That's why scientists at NASA watch you carefully.
The flare dimmed.
I never knew I could silence voices on
A
Earth.
fleet of satellites appeared, circling like guardian. The flare asked.
And who are all of you? Why do you follow me?
One spoke brightly.
I am Soho. I watch the sun's outer layer.
Another added.
I am SDO. I capture the sun in detail every day.
A sleek probe whispered.
I am Parker Solar Probe. I fly closer to the sun than anyone touching its atmosphere.
A small one piped up.
I am ACE with my friend Scover. We float between sun and earth, measuring solar wind before it reaches Earth.
Emma gasped.
So you are all part of heliophysics missions. You study the sun and warn Earth.
Satellites nodded together.
Without us, storms would surprise humanity.
The flare tilted and confused.
So you watch my every moment?
Yes, because knowledge makes you less frightening.
A glowing screen appeared. A voice said calmly.
We are NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center. We take the data from SOHO, Parker, and others, and turn it into warnings for Earth. We protect astronauts, airlines, power companies, and farmers.
The flare asked softly.
So, even though I can be dangerous, humans have built watchers and shields against me?
Emma whispered.
Like Earth's weather stations, but for space.
Noah's voice agreed.
Exactly.
Emma's mind swirled with doubts.
If Earth is protected, why is Venus scarred? What if CME is too big to stop? Could humans ever lose their shield like Mercury?
Emma and the flare floated among stars, still hearing Miss Carter's voice.
Discover the answers yourselves.
The flare asked shyly.
Emma, do humans really know everything about me?
Not yet, but scientists ask questions too.
She opened her glowing book.
What is space weather? What is CMEs? What are solar flares? What are solar energetic particles? What causes flares and CMEs?
The flare tilted its head.
Even your scientists ask what I do.
Emma smiled.
Curiosity is how we learn.
A hologram of Dr. Hayes appeared.
Space weather is the effect of solar activity on planets and technology. Solar flares are sudden bursts of light and radiation. CMEs are massive clouds of plasma. Energetic particles zip through space and can damage electronics or harm astronauts.
Emma whispered.
So that's why we care about storms from the sun.
The flare asked.
But what causes me?
Dr. Hayes explained.
Twisting magnetic fields on the sun build tension. When they snap, energy explodes, creating you.
The flare beamed.
I am a spark of solar power.
The flare asked.
Do all of us reach Earth?
Emma's book glowed.
No many storms fly elsewhere. Only some cross Earth's path.
When a storm did hit, Earth spoke.
My magnetic field shakes. Skies shimmer with auroras. Strong storms disturb satellites, power grids, and GPS scientists observed that X-rays from a solar flare on July 24, 2016, caused matching pulses in the ionosphere. This shows how flares can disrupt radio, GPS, and communications. Light arrives in minutes. CMEs take 1 to 3 days. Some effects last longer.
The flare shimmered.
I bring both beauty and trouble.
A wise satellite added.
Solar activity follows an 11-year cycle. Sometimes storms are frequent. You are part of the sun's heartbeat.
Emma woke up in her room, sunlight streaming in, her book laying open. She smiled, thinking of Mercury's scars, Venus's storms, and Earth's shimmering shield. She whispered,
The sun is alive, dangerous, beautiful, and full of secrets to discover.
She hugged her book tightly, ready to learn more about the wonders of space.